right, scalped a little Tesla today, and I think there's a lot of gems in this video because of my P&L. I went from green to red, back to green, and did a few things in between as far as adjusting the positions and everything, and just kind of want to go through it, look at the tape, see what I saw. And just to go over the context of the chart, this is Tesla. The market was a little weak. Tesla was showing relative strength, had a little bit of a gap up. Some of the technical levels that I saw on the chart were 424, which was pre-market highs, and then prior day high was 428.50. So I have that marked on my chart above. And on the daily chart, Tesla started to look like a little bit of a flag, reclaimed the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA, so just above some of the short-term momentum moving averages. And in my head, I was thinking, if the market can hold up, Tesla's known for its momentum. If it can create some sort of pattern off the open, I think there's a chance that maybe it could take out that 428.50, and then who knows how far it can go. So I'm just watching it now. Here's a little bit of a flag pattern, trying to wait for the flag. I don't want to anticipate too much, just watching the price action. And also, weirdly enough, a lot of my trading, it's a little bit of feel. It's a little like it's not just, super robotic and, this level and this stop. There's a little bit of feel to it all. But I am using those, those technical levels. So as you can see, Tesla had trouble getting through that 426 area. So in my mind, I'm just looking at it thinking, all right, here's a flag pattern, holding above VWAP, holding above some of the short-term moving averages. I even put a little line on the chart, 426. If it can get through that, I think it has a shot for a momentum pop. And then now I'm just waiting. So it's just waiting. Don't want to anticipate too much. I've done that before, and then I end up getting shooken out. I would rather wait for it to show a little bit of strength, get in on strength, and then get out on strength. And it's starting to pick up here. So above 425, there's a little, so just watching the offer, just trying to see what's going on with buyers and sellers. Once again, like I mentioned before, not being too crazy about every single transaction. So I'm matching the technical pattern. And then after I've gotten in the trade, I'm then watching the tape and the level 2 in the tape, a little bit of size at 425. So just knowing that, okay, a little bit of an offer there. Prior to 426, just want to see it get through that. So 425, a little bit of an offer right there. See some size at 425, kind of stuck there for a second, got through it. Okay, so 425 is taken out. Getting up to 426. I know that that's the area that it should break quick. And I got long right there. So I got long just prior to the 426 break, knowing that high of day is 426.70, and I got an instant fill. And if this thing breaks 426, I think that there's going to be that momentum pop. So a little bit of size of 426. So in my head thinking, all right, we get through that. All right, tape starts to speed up. 427, going into the whole number, a little bit of size there. Like to see it get through it. 427.50s, Tesla starting to speed up. And I really was trying to hold for that 428.50 break. But as you can see, I'm watching this and just the feel for it, I'm like, okay, it's not going as quick as I would like. I mean, Tesla can skip dollars. And then there was a little bit of size at 427.50 where it stopped, having trouble getting through that. And now I'm kind of hovering over the sell because I'm in the money. So once I'm up on the trade, I try not to let that, I try not to let it go against me, even though sometimes, of course, I do. Just trying to be in the driver's seat. Okay, this broke. It should go quick, especially off the open where things can really whip around fast. I don't want to get caught in a pretty nasty pullback if there is one. And knowing that 427.50, it had an issue getting through, I got out. So I just got out right there. The moment it started to pull in. And I could have done the old hold it and it's above VWAP and let me just hold it for a while. But, once again, I'm a scalper. So I'm just trying to take those quick moves. I don't want to allow myself to potentially hold something and then create a bad habit of doing that. And then even the next trade that I go to show will show sometimes I can give things a minute, but I didn't want to be involved in that pullback. And the key to me getting out was seeing some size at 427.50 and it was not able to get through it. When Tesla catches momentum, it should be able to go through it really fast. I mean, I've seen Tesla, I trade this almost every single day, and I know what the tape looks like when this thing catches serious momentum. Yes, if I was a little bit more patient, I would probably catch more of those moves, but I'm scalping. I'm in and out. I'm trying to take that quick dollar, quick $2 and just, call it on the trade. And then if it sets up again, maybe give it another chance, but just try not to overtrade. So what do you know? The high of that morning push was 427.50, right where some decent size was sitting on the offer. And then now I'm just watching it. And in my head, I'm going, okay, it's now consolidating above VWAP. It's above the 9. Looks a little bit like another flag pattern. Also knowing that that technical level is above 428.50. I'm really trying to see this trade for what it is. And if it breaks that level, there's a chance that it could catch momentum. So just letting it set up and feeling pretty good that I got out because I don't want to deal with this pullback. Every now and then, of course, I get stuck in them. But just trying to do that less. Do the dumb things less is the main focus. Now just letting it set up. Looks like an orderly pullback, right? This doesn't look like some sort of aggressive, nasty pullback, but I don't want to be in the trade waiting to see that happen. I'd rather just be out and then let it set up again and reevaluate the price action. It's holding some of the key technical indicators that I like to trade around. VWAP, the 9, starting to push again. So right off that 425, kind of a higher low. And now I'm going for it again. And I have and as far as the strikes that I choose, I try to trade at the money or just out of the money. So I have the 428 calls right now, knowing that high day is 427.50 and prior day's high is 428.50. So now I have a couple technical levels to trade off of. And as you can see here, I sized down a bit because I was already green on the day. I sized down. I went to 3 contracts just to be safe. Last day of the month too. Little bit of size at 427. Nothing crazy, but just seeing that there is a bigger offer than a lot of the other places that Tesla's been trading. It's also a whole number. It's where liquidity can be. Get through those whole numbers with technical levels above. It can spark momentum. Check that out. Some size on the offer. Gets through it. In. Right there. So get in just before the 427.50 break high day, knowing the technical level is above. Always trying to trade around technical levels. It broke 427.50. And I can see it on my chart. I see it with my eyes, knowing it's above. So I'm trying to say, okay, let's try to hold this. And that stuff of a candle was not the best sign, right? Like Tesla can go pretty quick. And I'm telling myself 425. 425 is the area. Trying to be a little patient with this. I made a few bucks on the day, trying to kind of use that as the cushion to risk that. And knowing that if this can stay above 425, that it has that chance. So just trying to give it a shot. When I look at this after the fact, when this candle went up pretty quick and stuffed right here, when it drops 426, and that next candle is pretty weak, I should have just got out of the trade. So 426, once again, quick or bail. So I should have just got out right there. Just get out, take the loss, and basically be flat on the day. But I was giving it to 425. So I was trying to let this work. And this is a great example of, this is why I try to get out of my trades quick. Because I can be guilty of sometimes giving things a few minutes. And I know like I should, but with Tesla, giving it a few minutes is the difference between, taking a quick loss and adding another point and a half, 2 points on top. And then right now is when I'm starting to realize, okay, this is not looking good. Lose that 425 and I need to be out because it's right around VWAP. These candles are closing weak. Tesla should go relatively quick. It's trading around some nice key technical levels. Just caught up to the 9, so I was trying to use those indicators as a guide. But it clearly did not do what I wanted it to do fast. And if it doesn't go quick, I just need to do better at getting out quicker. So there's not as much momentum in this right now, clearly. And I just get out. I get out right there. It drops 425, and I just take the loss. I just take the loss. And it doesn't feel good because my first shot off the open was right. And then you take that second trade. I took that second trade, and I'm down on the day. So that's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So down 113 bucks. This is where I would start to get into trouble. So was green, took that quick flag on Tesla. It stuffed pretty hard. Got out of it. I think I did an okay job of getting out. I could have got out at 426, gave it to 425, listened to my stop, got out. down, small red on the day. This is where I used to let small red turn into big red. So rather than over trading it, I'm now just waiting to see if Tesla sets up again. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to call it. I'm going to call it a day and not end the last day of the month badly. Okay, so just sped this up a few minutes and want to pick up right here. So what has Tesla done? It's consolidated. It's still above VWAP. The 9 and the 20 are close together. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I think this still has a shot. Now it's about waiting for a clean setup. Knowing high a day is 427.77, had a little bit more time to consolidate. Consolidation is key for big expansion moves. And knowing that that technical level is above 428.50. And I'm trading the 428 calls. So just $1 out of the money. I could have switched real quick to the 427s, but I'm just trying to keep it what it is. I don't like to flip-flop around too much, so I just have the 428s up. 427.77 is high a day. So I'm just watching the offers at 427. I want to see it get through it. I want to know that there are other people who are looking at the same thing that I'm looking at, whether it be algos or just traders in general. I want to go with the momentum. Gets through 427. Little bit of size. Saw the offer flash. Gets through it. Okay, 420s, 440s. Starting to speed up a bit. 450s, a little bit of size right through it. And right through 427.50, I saw that size get taken out, and I took it long. I took it long for the high day break, and also knowing that 428.50 is above. Now, the difference in this trade is I took 5 contracts. I have this preset to 5, so I didn't even think about possibly sizing down a bit. I just took what was there. Sometimes I'm so zoned in, and if I'm making really quick decisions, sometimes I forget to do the little things. Taking 3 would have been a good idea, just remaining small, but it's preset to 5. So when I switched over again, I just took 5. So now really just trying to see this get through high a day, and then that technical level of tape starts to speed up. 428, little size there. Want to see it get through. 429, real fast. Look at the tape speed up. This tape looks very different than that first move off the morning. Tape really starts to speed up. And then here is where I start to get a little bit of feel for it. We just broke that key technical level on the daily. That should spark some serious momentum. And I like to take the quick move. I try to obviously give things a little bit of time, but the moment they start to slow down, I just get out and I can always reevaluate. But that didn't go as quick as I wanted to see it go. And right into 429, struggled a little bit. And just seeing that, okay, the tape really sped up and then instantly started to slow down. So trying to hold it to see if the tape can speed up again. My hold time is relatively quick, but I still try to give things a minute or two if the tape is continuing to show strength. A little bit of size at 429.20, 429.50 starts to speed up and then just kind of slows down. So right there. So it went back towards high a day, failed to break. It should have continued, especially being that it had some consolidation. It broke that pivot on the daily, which was a nice technical level. And if there was real momentum in this, just for a short-term move, I wanted to see this really get through it and continue to remain strong. And when it went to go make that new high and then quickly failed, I don't want to be a part of a pullback, so I just got out of the trade. Once again, take that quick move, and then I can always reevaluate. And then now I'm up 405 on the day. And I called it. 3 trades, and I was done. So this video is a pretty good video, just going to show first trade off the open was a winner. Felt good, right? It's nice to make money off the open. And then that second trade going for a quick flag, quick stuff, could have got out a little sooner. Still got out at an okay spot, I think, looking after the fact, because once it lost 425, it could have rolled back over, maybe closed the gap. Who knows? So I got out to be safe, was red on the day, waited, just continued to watch, so willing to give it another shot. And then it set up again for a little bit more consolidation, holding the technical indicators I like for the break a high a day, and then broke that prior pivot high. And then the moment it started to slow down and I was in the money, just took the profits. That was the trade recap on Tesla. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.